What's up, YouTube? It's Design Jedi, and I found an article this morning that was really interesting from MovieWeb. J.J. Abrams rewrote Star Wars 9 at the last minute because of Lando. So let's get into this a little bit. Star Wars 9 is officially 3 weeks into production, though apparently some of the last-minute changes needed to be made to the story. If a new rumor is to be believed, J.J. Abrams rewrote the script right before shooting got underway, and it sounds like it's all Chewbacca and Lando's fault. There's some strange new information leaking out of the Lucasfilm camp, and it claims that Joonas Suotamo, who took over the role of Chewbacca from Peter Matthews starting in The Force Awakens, shot a great deal of his Star Wars 9 scenes during the production of Solo, which makes sense if he isn't in this upcoming sequel very much. That does make sense. It feels like the addition of Lando was just kind of desperation on Lucasfilm's part to try to get butts in seat and play up our nostalgia, a little bit more. They're trying to tap in to the fans' need for references to the original trilogy, and it sucks because it's all shoehorned in. It's all without a plan. They don't have a plan over there for how this should work. They never did. And so these movies feel completely disjointed. The change between The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi was staggering. And The Last Jedi, dropped all those plot lines from The Force Awakens. So now they're trying to do anything they can to get people in the theater because they're worried that Star Wars Episode 9 is not going to do well. And I can tell you right now, it's not going to do well. I don't think it'll fail like Solo did, but damn, have some sense of what, or your finger on the pulse of what fans want for the series, because you haven't been doing it, and it sucks. So Joonas I can't say this guy's name, Suotamo, recently had to cancel his upcoming appearance at the Rose City Comic Con in September because he got called back for reshoots, which are happening during the actual initial filming of the movie. I'm just going to call this guy Tamo, believed that after just a few weeks of production, he'd be done with this part of the story, but not so fast. It's believed that Chewbacca initially has a very limited role in Star Wars 9. He had a very limited role in The Last Jedi. He was basically comic relief for the movie. He was, regulated to not even a plot B. He was forced to become a vegetarian. It's just crazy all the crap that they've been doing to these legacy characters. It's insane. So it's believed that Chewbacca initially had a very limited role in Star Wars 9, and the Wookiee knocked out most of his key scenes while also filming this past summer's latest Star Wars story. Did Ron Howard direct these scenes? We're not quite sure about that, as J.J. Abrams was deep into pre-production while these shoots were supposedly going on. StarWarsNews.net had an interesting breakdown of the timeline over there at Lucasfilm. Solo wrapped up on October 18, 2017. It wasn't until 4 months later, on February 21st, that J.J. Abrams publicly confirmed that he'd finished the Star Wars 9 script. So how did Chewbacca know what to shoot for the sequel? We don't know. They don't know. Back in June, Suotamo was confirmed for the Rose City Comic Con in Portland, Oregon, which is running through September 7th and 9th. On June 28th, Billy D. Williams canceled his own upcoming appearances at more than one Comic Con across the country. These were events that spanned from early through mid-June, or mid-September. Star Wars 9 officially began production on August 1st. It was on August 8th that Suotamo canceled his Rose City appearance, a week after he'd already started shooting. And we know he had scenes on the first day because J.J. Abrams sent out an image of the actor in his Chewbacca suit inside the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon with Rey and Finn. Suotamo supposedly dodged out of his Rose City Comic Con commitments because he now has an all-new Chewbacca scenes to shoot that will take him through September. We saw set photos earlier today that featured Chewbacca on a mission with Finn, Poe, and some new alien horses. More sporces. Jeez, do they not? Oh my god. I'm just fucking depressed. This movie is going to blow. Looking at the timeline as it's laid out, something definitely changed between June 15th and August 8th, and those changes were significant enough that Sudamo had to cancel. Apparently, his upcoming appearance was locked in, so up until August 8th, the Wookiee actor was not set to shoot any Chewbacca scenes in September. The same was true for Billy Dee Williams, who was not set to shoot any Lando scenes during that month either. The actor is said not to have been confirmed for Star Wars 9 until very late June. The speculation is that J.J. Abrams didn't know if Lando was going to be in this movie until very late in the game, so they had a slightly different story mapped out. It's speculated that these rewrites were to add new scenes between Lando and Chewbacca in the movie, which is definitely something fans need to see, especially since we were all denied the Han-Luke reunion. It's likely that these rewrites were done to incorporate more Lando and Chewbacca in the movie. Did they just repeat themselves? It's unclear if Billy Dee Williams was holding out on his contract or if J.J. Abrams simply didn't have him in the initial script, and it was a last-minute decision by Lucasfilm to bring back this legacy character in a desperate rush to appease fans. Nothing is more true than that statement right there. You know, Lucasfilm was trying to milk everything they can out of the original trilogy so that fans will come to the movie. You know, it's just crazy. It's crazy to think that they had absolutely no plan for these movies, and that this is just desperation on their part. It is. It's desperation on their part to try to get people into the theater, because they're worried, man. Solo didn't do well, so they're worried that this movie's not going to do well. And I'm going to tell you right now, it probably isn't. I mean, you have channels like World Class Bullshitters, Geeks and Gamers, and Ethan Van Sciver doing, you know, their damned best to help fans along, to explain things, to, you know, be that sounding arm of the fandom menace, you know, that whole thing. The idea that 50% of the people in this country that watched Star Wars The Last Jedi hated it, maybe even a little more. And we're pissed. We're all pissed. I'm pissed, you know? And I'm not alone. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It really is. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad for Star Wars. It makes me sad for the future of Star Wars because I want to introduce my kids to it, and I cannot show them these latest movies from Disney. I won't do it. I won't buy them. I won't let my kids watch them. I'll just show them the original trilogy, and that will be that. And if they like it, great. But I'll let them make up their own minds later on if they want to see these other movies, because I think they're jog shit. And it's shit on a platter. And it's crazy. But that's all I got for right now. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and have a great day.